Good morning. Welcome to this simple thought from the heart of God today. We start with the end of Isaiah 66, verse 19. I send them to the isles afar off that have not heard my fame, neither have seen my glory, and they shall declare my glory among the Gentiles. And this is something that is like troubling for people who are not believers. Actually, these big mouth atheists love to say this, that our God, your God is like this potentate, who is like totally self-centered, and your God is self-conceited, that he's lording over, like he's saying, oh, mine is all the glory, and he's like a dictator, and what is he, and they love to say those words, and God help them. But they love to say, why does he claim all the glory? I mean, look at this and what we did, and look at that, and our creations and our mind, and isn't that glorious, and the world and the buildings, and then we say to that, well, actually, Isaiah 42:8 says to that, I am the Lord, that is my name, and my glory I will not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. God is saying, I am the only God. That's actually Isaiah 44. I am the only God, there is no other, and my glory is mine. And this is not so much an issue of his pride, but something else. Philippians 2, verses 5 and on. Just think with me with this. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus, who, being in the form of God, thought it not a robbery to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. God had no problem. The picture is like Jesus was ready to jump off his heavenly throne and come and become a man. And then when he became a man, he was ready to become less and die a torturous, shameful, rejected death. He had no problem losing control for us. He had no problem becoming a servant for us. God's heart is humble. The issue about his glory, it's not about humility. It's not an issue of pride with him, of course. But think about this. God is not saying, give me all the glory. All the glory should come to me. He's not saying that. He is saying, all the glory is mine. He's stating a fact. This is all mine. And then we say, oh, but what about the Taj Mahal? And then he says, yeah, but that's no glory like mine. That's no glory like mine. What about our beautiful philosophy that we have built for this life, and it works so well together, and even we say, well, maybe it does, I don't know, but it's not glory like it doesn't have glory like God's glory. And what about, we send probes to Saturn, and we have pictured Pluto and beyond, and look at what we can do, and okay, great. But it has no glory like that of God. And that's what he's saying. My glory is mine, and nothing else compares to it. Nothing else is like it. And my glory I will not give, because if I gave it to something else, one of those things or many others, it would be like sharing it with a dumb, blind, just stupid and an idol, a graven image. Why would I share my glory with that? Why would I say, says God? Because it would be a lie if God said, oh, that is glorious. No, all the glory is his. And then he says, yeah, praise me because I'm worthy of it. And this is our treasure as believers. We are not saying, oh God, why do you want that? Well, but we say, yes, he is worthy of praise. He is worthy of praise because he is glorious. We are learning this in our life, and we're learning that there is something greater, something that we cannot see. We see glory here, somewhat, a little bit of it, a sliver of glory in the world, in beauty, in art, I don't know, in something, in power, but it's just a sliver compared to what God has. It doesn't even compare, actually. God has glory that we are learning about as believers, and that is like why we praise. That is why we lift him up, and we love to lift him up. Because when I have a problem saying, God, you're glorious and powerful, then that problem is not because he is proud, but because I have a problem with my heart. He has already shown that he can be humble for me, but I can be proud about it. Hey, well, so thank you for coming along for this. I hope I gave you some stuff to churn over for the day. Hope to see you soon again.